Coming up on your MTN 530 News, a record-breaking donation is reshaping opportunities for students.
Blackfeet Community College has just received the largest gift in its 51-year history. How these funds will directly support students, employees, and the Blackfeet community coming up.
Plus, changing fee formula for Real ID.
I'm Jonathan Ambarian in Helena. Another big change could be coming to the rules around Real ID at the airport. I'll have the latest on the proposed new fee that could hit non-compliant travelers.
And later, city leaders in Great Falls are considering a new manufactured home park, but some residents have concerns. More on the proposal ahead of tonight's discussion.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening, and thanks for making KRTV your choice for news at 5:30. I'm Tim McGonigal. First tonight, a historic gift is opening new doors at Blackfeet Community College. An $8 million donation, the largest in the school's history, will fund scholarships, improve campus facilities, and support sustainability efforts. MTN's Brianna Juneau spoke with leaders and shares what the investment means for students, staff, and the entire community.
Blackfeet Community College is celebrating a historic moment, a transformational, unrestricted gift of $8 million from philanthropist Mackenzie Scott. It's a milestone the college says will change the future for generations of students.
We would just like to thank Mackenzie Scott for thinking of us and helping our college in a time which is just perfect.
BFCC President Brad Hall says that this is Scott's second major donation to the college.
So in 2020, the college was awarded $3 million by Mackenzie Scott, a generous gift, something that the college really had never gotten before.
The previous funding helped create an endowment that has since grown to more than $6 million. With this new gift, the college hopes to strengthen and enrich their community through quality education.
Whether it's a building or whether it's a scholarship being developed, these are the types of things that we put a lot of consideration into.
Integrating the Niitsitapi world of knowledge.
So that kind of rounds out what our current strategic plan is, and that's another piece that's going to really be provide fuel for that plan to move forward as well with this new funding.
College leaders say the donation places BFCC among a growing list of colleges receiving donor-advised funds from Scott's philanthropy. Earlier this year, she also gifted $11 million to Fort Peck Community College, another major investment in tribal higher education across Montana.
One lesson it's taught me is that growth is incremental. It doesn't all happen at once, right? Very excited, full of gratitude. We're looking at more growth and connecting the sense of success and wellness, because both of those are really critical together, but also looking at what the community wants from us in the future.
BFCC's Board of Trustees is calling this not just a donation, but a long-term investment in the future of the college and the Blackfeet Nation. In Browning, Pita Sapuaki, Brianna Juneau, MTN News.
There have been scattered areas of light to moderate snow around throughout the day today as the disturbance has been working its way through Montana. The heaviest snow today has fallen in the central part of the state, including in portions of Cascade County, Judith Basin County, and Fergus County. Right now in central Montana, we still have some light to moderate snow falling, especially to the south of Great Falls as well as in the Little Belts. Throughout the rest of north central Montana, still a few snow showers out there, but a lot of locations are mostly cloudy to overcast and dry. Temperatures are in the upper 20s and low to mid 30s, so it does feel pretty nice outside. And it has been a bit breezy today, especially east of I-15, and sustained wind speeds have been between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Scattered snow showers will continue this evening and tonight, but they will gradually taper off as the night goes on. With low temperatures tonight well below freezing, any moisture on the roadways is going to freeze tonight, so roads are going to be slick in a lot of areas tonight and tomorrow morning. And then more precipitation is expected as we get into the end of the work week and this weekend. I'll look at your 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
After years of delays, the federal government is implementing rules requiring Real ID for travel. Now, starting next year, if you don't have an ID that meets requirements, you will be able to fly, but it will cost you. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian breaks down the proposed new fees.
The next time you're packing up for a trip to the airport, you may want to double-check your identification. Starting on February 1st, the TSA says it's going to be charging a $45 fee if travelers don't have either a Real ID or another form of compliant identification. A real ID requires more documentation than a standard driver's license. To get it, you need to show proof that you're a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. For years, officials have warned that people eventually won't be allowed to fly without a real ID, passport, or other allowed alternative. After February, they say people without acceptable ID will be able to get aboard, but only if they go through an alternative identity verification that will cost money and could lead to delays. In Montana, replacing your driver's license with a real ID costs an extra $25. Jim Ford was on his way from Helena to Houston Tuesday. He says he got a real ID soon after it became available in Montana, even though the requirement to use real ID was delayed time and time again.
I didn't want to have anything interfere with my travel arrangements. I knew all the other states were going towards it, so it was only a matter of time before it was going to be required.
You can recognize if your driver's license is a real ID by a gold star in the corner. Nationwide, the TSA estimates 94% of Americans are already using a real ID or another compliant form of identification. In Montana, the Motor Vehicle Division says just 42% of people have real ID compliant licenses. But all the travelers I spoke with Tuesday either had real IDs already or used passports instead, so they didn't see a need to upgrade. If you'd like to apply for a real ID, you can schedule an appointment with Montana MVD online. You can find a link on our website. In some cases, department leaders say they'll even be able to accommodate same-day appointments. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
The city of Great Falls is considering a proposal for a new manufactured home park on the east side of 7th Avenue North. The development would bring 154 homes to just over 24 acres of land near Morningside Elementary, but not all residents are on board with that plan.
They're calling it affordable housing right now, but if you look at statistics around it, the Highwoods Trailer Court and whatnot, the lot rent has gone up so high that it is no longer affordable housing. And that's what I'm afraid of is going to happen here. They're going to start out cheap and increase it so that those that are there are really kind of stuck.
The City Commission is scheduled to vote on the proposal tonight. Well, the search for a new conductor for the Great Falls Symphony takes on a holiday twist this weekend. Brandon Horrocks is the third of 6 candidates hoping to lead the orchestra. I met with the maestro hopeful who's serious about music but knows the importance of keeping it fun.
I always want people to know music should be fun, and I want to make it fun.
Brandon Horrocks has been having fun with music since he was 5. Encouraged by his parents and teachers, the passion for singing and playing music stayed with him even when he worked in the nonprofit sector. And when he was laid off from a nonprofit job about 10 years ago, it was music that called him.
I went back to school and to become a conductor, and that's what kind of got me started on that path.
That path led him to work with university orchestras, including as a music director, before getting a job teaching music at Texas A&M and yet another place at the podium.
Got an opportunity to conduct the Kingsville Symphony Orchestra down there this season as well.
Knowing the work previous conductors Gordon Johnson and Grant Harville have done, he says he'd be excited to build upon their success in the Electric City.
The foundation has been there for a long time, but the community, I think, is getting to a point where they're very excited about what they have here, and it's a very special gem for any city to have.
Horrocks feels there are a couple factors working in his favor in his quest to lead the Great Falls Symphony.
Number one, my commitment to community and community orchestra. The fact that I understand community orchestras really well, having those experiences, but also my background in nonprofit organizations, working in them, leading some of them, being on boards, and being involved in the community that way.
Horrocks appreciates the Symphony's youth orchestra program and believes education is important in developing lifelong skills.
The fact that you can be in school, learn about music, pick up an instrument, sing, whatever it might be, that's a skill you can have your entire life.
On Sunday afternoon, he'll combine 2 of his loves, choir and orchestral music, leading the Symphony's holiday concert. In addition to a Christmas movies medley, it will also feature other familiar works and some perhaps lesser-known numbers.
I wanted to sort of bring both worlds of that together, to feature the orchestra really well, but also to feature the choir.
Horrocks is hoping to enhance the holiday spirit in one of the best ways he knows how, making it a fun experience for the audience and the musicians.
At the end of the day, as challenging as rehearsals can be, as frustrating as putting concerts together can be and all the logistics, for me, my driving philosophy is that music should be fun.
The holiday concert is Saturday afternoon at 3 with a pre-concert talk at the Mansfield Theater. Tickets are going fast, but we do have a link in this story on our website. Coming up, a dance recital on the big screen.
I get to see myself dancing, and usually I don't get to see that. I just get to go up and dance and hope I did good. But this time I get to see what I did wrong and what I could do better.
How Miss Linda's School of Dance turned their yearly showcase into a movie.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Welcome back. A local dance school is bringing their annual Christmas production to the big screen. The project gives students a chance to watch back their work and highlights homegrown talent. MTN's Quentin Shores takes us behind the scenes of their unique approach to this year's performance.
Lights, camera, tapping. That's not your upstairs neighbors you're hearing. It's Miss Linda's School of Dance preparing for their feature film.
Okay, so we have a year-round Christmas production, and this year, instead of doing it on an actual stage, we decided to do it in our studio with filming.
That's right, Miss Linda's School of Dance is coming to the big screen, specifically the Newberry on December 14th with a showing at 1 p.m. and a showing at 3:30 p.m.
We do 2 big shows every year. We do a holiday and then a springtime show, and then sprinkled throughout the years they'll do other shows.
Andy Southen has been the videographer for Miss Linda's School of Dance for 5 years now and uses Z-Cams, a line of professional cinema cameras alongside gimbals, lights, and tripods to get the best product possible.
I was actually doing a music video for a local artist, and we wanted to include some dancers, so we started talking to Miss Linda's, and then about a week later they said, hey, our videographer moved away and we're doing a show in a month, can you help us out? So
a match made in heaven, as during the COVID lockdowns they were able to bring a Christmas production and film to the big screen because of the collaboration. But the sequel has been a long time in the making.
I'm really excited for it because I get to see myself dancing, and usually I don't get to see that. I just get to go up and dance and hope I did good. But this time I get to see what I did wrong and what I could do better.
The dancers have put over 200 hours of practice into the production with costume changes, different dance variations, and theming. For Southen, he wants to make sure they can see the fruits of their labor.
Oh, it's great. I love, seeing them become heroes to themselves. That's the best part for me, is getting to see themselves and the shine. It's awesome.
Tickets to the Newberry premiere can be purchased for $5 at Miss Linda School of Dance, but they're in limited supply. If you end up missing the show, you can always catch the dancers at the upcoming December 5th Christmas stroll. Great Falls, Quentin Shores, MTN News.